So, good afternoon, everybody. Coming to you once again in nature and breathing in all this good prana, as somebody that I like to listen to would say. What I want to talk about today is the fact that with all these things going on, people are going to be talking about the shooting in Orlando and the other Islamic terrorism that's going on around the world, and also reaching back in history, talking about different other massacres that went on that was done by other people, and how we're going to turn this into gun control and not having gun control and right to bear arms. All these things are going to come about, but there is one message that I really wish people would get. The majority of the world, the majority of the people who are involved in this follow three religions, one of three religions. They either Islamic, Jewish, or Christian. The interesting thing about that is that they all claim the same father. You see, me, my brother, and my sister, we all have the same mother but different fathers, but we have the same mother, and that commonality is strong enough to keep our bond, to keep us in love with each other. Unfortunately, and I'm going to say this, and many of you may not agree with this, your love of God is not strong enough to keep your bond. And how can I claim that they all three come from the same? Well, they all claim Abraham, right? So Abraham had Ishmael from Hagar, which is where the Islamic come from. But he also had Isaac from Sarah, which is where the Jew and the Christian come from. You all still have Abraham, who are still claimed and was told by the same God that I will make a nation of many of your descendants, both of Isaac and of Ishmael. But yet you fight and squabble like your brothers and sisters, but you're fighting to be a single kid, to be a lone child, but you all come from the same father. It makes no sense. So basically you're saying that God is not strong enough, he's not big enough for y'all to be in love with each other and be brothers and sisters. It's kind of like the example I was talking about earlier today with Vanetta. The fact that one person is making baked chicken, another person is making barbecue chicken, and another person, they're making fried chicken. It's all chicken. It's still chicken. So it's still supposed to be God. It's still supposed to be brotherly love. It's still supposed to be forgive. It's still supposed to be love your neighbor as you would love yourself. It's supposed to be these things, but yet you cannot do it. Why? Because of fear. You see, at the end of the day, it comes down to fear. All this hatred, all this fighting, all this arguing comes from a point of fear. Fear of what? Fear of the fact that who holds the keys to heaven? You see, if you all come from the same father, then your method should get you to the same father, which gets you to heaven. But you're fighting over the methodology of getting to heaven. And truth be told, none of y'all really know. You're following things that have been taught for years and years and years, for centuries. But at the end of the day, go to the root. And the root is that you're supposed to be following the Father, following the Creator, loving one another through brotherly love. You all got 10 Commandments, 42 laws of Mott. You got, different teachings from Muhammad and Yeshua. You got your teachings from Krishna and Buddha and Lao Tzu. All of them teach you the same thing. But yet you can't do it because you don't believe that God is big enough for you to get your brotherly love in accordance with each other. I love my brother and I love my sister. We come from the same mother. We have different fathers, but we have that commonality of our mother, which bonds us forever. We all have the same commonality of the Creator. But for most of you, that commonality is not strong enough to bond you as brothers and sisters. Look inside yourself, find your divinity within, find your connection with the Creator, and that'll help you to find your connection with all of humanity. Your greatness can be non-negotiable if you look deep inside. So my greatness is non-negotiable, and I hope that yours is as well.